This is the world famous Clubs and Spades, and you're locked into Guestlist. Don't go nowhere.
That's right! I'm turning up at rappers' houses like man. That's for all you
Gonna
suckers!
make you take it. I know I can. If the devil don't get me, then I can't.
I'm back busting these MCs like nuts, so you know it's easy. Your raps are like your own foot, sort of cheesy. You won't find me with sluts, they're sort of skeezy. But you're alright, love, why don't you please me? We can get together and have some good times. Let's get some good food, some good bud, some good wine. Look, love, you look fine. Shit, you be sparkling like the sunshine.
I'm just gonna look right, I'm gonna look left, and I'm gonna say get up. And that's the one. And if you haven't seen that one yet, search Clubs and Spades to get up. I think that whole thing is when that whole visual slash song slash what's being said in the song, which isn't all that much, but that's
fun.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
and
I
like,
agree.
Yeah,
I think the get up.
well.
I think if I had to say, if I had to show someone something, if they were like, oh, what's your band like, what your music stuff's like, I'd probably show them that.
No, we ain't staying if we ain't taking the link hole. The A and N, we making these bitches big slow.
I like gigs.
Mine's
I love gigs. I love them to death.
Mine is probably an hour into starting a new song. Because once you're an hour in, it's kind of like you've got a good foundation to build on, and that's the most exciting time because it can still go anywhere. You're still deciding the direction, but you've started, so there's something there to.
I think like
build on.
every song is like being a kid again and being taken to the park for the first time. Yeah. And your mum going, you can go and play, and then you like go and you like swing for a bit, and you're like, oh, that would be, I don't know if I like that, and then you like find your feet and you're on everything, and it's that point in the process that I think is what the exciting bit.
When there's a bunch of us in the studio and we're in the same room and we're all buzzing, as opposed to being at home trying to write some lyrics. So I think it's just when we're together my best time. I think we're honest for starters.
Yeah.
Definitely honest.
Stems like as well. Like we get there's a bit of a. I don't want to sound cliche, but it is like a bit of a family thing.
Yeah,
it turns into a family thing because like I could probably say more offensive things to these than I could to my real brother now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've overstepped that boundary, so and it'll be all right.
Once upon a time, way back in the beginning, when it was already written, just kiddies happily chilling. Way before you ever saw me spitting or smashing a rhythm, I was lost in innocence, loving, laughing and living. But I spent.
He's excited.
Myself.
Yeah. You don't. When you do it on your tiptoes, like meaning like you don't give your heels a chance to touch the floor.
Yeah.
You're not walking around on your tiptoes. That's me. Your heels don't get a look
I'm
in.
diving in.
Trying again to be Peter Pan, but I need a plan to keep a gratitude. Praying for them days when I didn't have to do. Now my life's getting hazy by the afternoon. Somebody pass the zoo, let me find a zoo.
I think we measure success in putting something together that we all are in agreement with, that sounds how we wanted it to sound. And if we get to the end product and it's exactly where we want it to be, then that's a success, regardless of awards and money and anything like that.
I like Get Up and Deal and Ordeal.
Yeah, the new ones
I
are
think
really.
Deal and Ordeal because I do all that catching stuff. So I think it's because I'm doing stuff in it. But
Yeah, the new ones are really good as well.
I gotta deal with time, deal with stress, deal with life, deal with death. I gotta deal with this mess, gotta deal with these bills while they're running me for money. I humor all the shit that I don't find funny. Gotta deal with work, deal with this boss, deal with this boss calling my bluff. I gotta deal with this stuff, gotta deal with these timelines. Plus I need my time. Off it all, I think I deal with enough. I gotta deal with that real life every day.
Like to document and put into the diary of our lives a record of where we are at this time in our lives, as in not struggling, do you know what I mean, but like every day is a struggle.
Yeah, to a point. It's easy.
The urge to achieve. I think we all want to achieve something. within this music thing, whether it be big.
Do you know what? I think it kind of that whole thing kind of came from a place, weirdly, of like frustration. Because if you think of the topics of each one, like in what Ego's saying and what Deal or No Deal's saying, and the concept of Clear a Coast is like you and Shin just so happen to be going through a similar thing at a similar time.
You slept, I was always in here. Still I'm dealing with all the rearrangement. Andy's impatience, Jimmy's automations, Shin's up stations, breaks on PlayStations. I just wanna work the day be taking ages. I deal with this issue every day.
I think everybody does to a certain extent. I think every artist, especially now I'm an artist, everybody's inspiring. There's always something you can pick from. I've learned so much. I've probably learnt more in this past 3 years than in my whole music career. Well, no, I suppose you could say that.
Yeah, I definitely think...
I know where I wanted to go when we started doing this, so I suppose when you know that, it only creates more work. In a good sense kind of thing.
Bellman, controlling the city when I silver. Yeah, you better like that, I switch, stuck in the car yard. We can get along cool.
Progression. The word of the day.
That's the word of today, I think. Progression.
Them on a blah blah, babies, no lady, pure gaga. Come cheap like Cause Lager.